Mr. President, make no mistake about it, Donald Trump is teeing up a nationwide recession. Less than a week after Donald Trump started the largest, dumbest trade war in American history, all the signs say America is heading towards calamity. A report by J.P. Morgan entitled, quote, "There Will Be Blood," warned these policies, if sustained, would likely push the United States and possibly the global economy into a recession this year. An update of our probability scenario tree makes this point, raising the risk of a recession this year to 60%. That's the conservative, cautious J.P. Morgan, 60% chance of recession. Barclays, meanwhile, said Donald Trump's tariffs will cause inflation to nearly double as America enters a recession. HSBC, Deutsche Bank, Bank of America all said the same thing. The tariffs have made a recession more likely. And now, today, Goldman Sachs are the ones saying danger. Some analysts say the damage is already done. $6 trillion of value have been wiped out. Any community in America that relies on trade or tourism or farming or energy or any wide range of industries is at risk of a recession. My state of New York, my city of New York, certainly are at that risk, heading right in that direction, unfortunately. Consumer activity is going to go down, demand is going to suffer, unemployment is going up. And maybe worst of all, Donald Trump's tariff tax is the largest tax hike since before the Vietnam War. Families will pay $5,000 extra a year for groceries and appliances, for drugs, for clothes, for cars, for gasoline, and so much more. Everywhere they look, Americans are going to see prices going up, going up. Donald Trump campaigned on the fact that it was too much inflation, and yet he is causing already a ton of it. So let me say it again. Donald Trump is teeing up a nationwide recession. If a recession does happen, it'll be known as the Trump recession. I urge the president to back off from his disastrous tariffs immediately. He should put down the golf clubs and pick up the papers, because the disaster he has created is anything but great. On the contrary, Liberation Day is quickly turning into Donald Trump's infamous mission accomplished moment. Congress must immediately take back power from Donald Trump before he causes more damage to the economy. Leader Thune has a responsibility to listen to American families worried about the price of groceries, worried about their retirement, worried about keeping their jobs, worried about the future. The Republican leader should make passing tariff legislation the top priority of the Senate this week. At his press conference a few minutes ago, Donald Trump just said he is not looking at a pause. Now, the only hope the American people have to avoid calamity rests on Senator Thune's shoulders. So Senator Thune has a decision to make: side with Donald Trump or his destructive policies, or side with the American people. I was deeply disappointed last Friday night when Senate Republicans rejected my measure to halt any tariffs since January 20th if prices for groceries and medicines and other essential goods went up. I hope Republicans reconsider their opposition the next time we vote in reconciliation, or else they'll continue to get an earful from their constituents back home. Talk about canceled town hall meetings that Republicans had to do in the House. They're going to have to cancel a whole lot more of them unless they start listening to the American people. This shouldn't be a partisan issue. Most senators know deep down these tariffs are a disaster for the country.